All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. So happy to see you all. Welcome to Mondays with Maggie on Cooking with Aisha. I'm traveling again, so I'm coming to you all from my Airbnb in Texas. So it's lovely. I'll have to give you guys a little tour later, but I wanted to give you all some content while I'm on the road, and I wanted to review my most recent dining masterclass and let you all know that I'm going to be holding more of these and actually do some teaching for you all. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, and usually that means I'm cooking for you all with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. But now I'm going to be just giving you all some teaching that hopefully is helpful, and we're going to talk about elegant dining. So I know, like you all, we're busy. Sometimes we just have to hurry up and get it fast. But as the weather is changing and the fall is coming, you may find yourself a holiday party with the family, with the in laws, maybe an interview. And I'm really passionate about fine dining as well as the cooking part. So since I'm out of the kitchen, that's what I thought I would share with you all today. So we're going to go over the pictures that I have from the event, and I have some props here. So it'll be kind of like a little insight into what we teach in the finishing school. Then if you all want to join me in person, the class is going to be Saturday, December 7th in Atlanta at Neiman Marcus, and you can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for all of the details. And there's a coupon code for you. The coupon code is Maggie. So I will take attendance. If you want to be counted present, feel free to shout yourself out in the chat. If you want to lay back in the cut and watch quietly from the clouds, y'all know who you are. You're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family friendly side of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, thank you, Miss Aisha, for allowing me to simul stream. All right, so we have Jennifer Flynn checking in on Facebook. We have Lady C. She says, "Afternoon blessings, Lady Maggie. I am loving all of the live videos. Thank you so much. If you all are new to me, I do stream every day. I make food and femininity content. And, for me, that's just a passion that I have. It's just a passion that I have. So I'm glad that you all enjoy it. Don't worry, I'll be back in the kitchen very soon. All right. Lockie Anderson is watching on Facebook saying good afternoon, and Diane Smith is here. All right, everyone. And I'm coming to you all from Dallas, Texas. I have a YouTube event tonight, so I'll be getting changed and going to an event with a chef. So of course I'll be making content and give you guys the recap. I love doing that for you all. Okay, so let's see. A couple weekends ago, we had an event at Neiman Marcus Cafe in Atlanta. Now, do I shop at Neiman Marcus? No, I've never even been in the store. I am not a luxury girl. I'm a busy mom, but I do like nice things. And I was looking for a location that had a private room that we could have our event. Lo and behold, I didn't know Neiman Marcus not only has a restaurant, but inside the restaurant, they have a private room that you can reserve. So that's where we were. And that is where all future classes will be, because I've built a relationship with the restaurant manager and the executive chef, and they are going to allow us to come quarterly where I can teach you all in person what I'm going to try and teach you virtually today. So this was a dining master class. So it will be like a 3 hour, 3 course lunch where I will teach and you will eat. I will teach and you will eat. So we're going to go over the whole thing from arriving, the welcome drink, how to eat hors d'oeuvres, how to sip champagne elegantly, how to have your first course, a starter if it's a super salad, how to have your main course, how to have your dessert, how to have your tea, and all of the little faux pas that sometimes we make because we don't know any better. As I'm learning them, I want to share them with you. So if you all are liking this, let me know. Lockie Anderson says, "Yay, what way to go, Neiman Marcus." Okay, so let me show you all my pictures. All right, now I have a lot, but I'm going to kind of scroll through, and then I'll make the ones bigger that I want to chime in on. And we'll do this like a Q&A too. If you all have any questions, this is your safe place. If you've been wondering, what am I supposed to do in this situation? I will absolutely answer or get the answer for you because I love to learn. All right, so I have a family photographer, Caitlin Hill Photography, who came to Neiman Marcus and took the pictures, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you all today. Lady C says, so lovely, I can't wait. Yes, and let me just say this, for those ladies in the finishing school, this is the location where I'm going to take you for your afternoon tea when you graduate. So in addition to everything else, I do teach elegance, etiquette, and femininity, and we have classes twice a year and an in-person graduation. So this is a little sneak peek. Yes, you all are liking it? Okay, so let us go in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for all of the support. All right, y'all, I ordered some groceries and I think I see somebody walking up. So one second, y'all. Welcome to Airbnb life. Hello. Hi, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Okay. Have a good day. All right. Instacart. Y'all, my show is so janky because you see everything. So let me give you my little Instacart tip and then we'll get back to the dining. Hope y'all don't mind. I was trying to get it here before the class started. So look, if you like going to the grocery store, that's fine. But even before the pandemic, I like the delivery services because I am bad with impulse shopping. I go in for one thing, I come out with 10. I see the Oreos on the end cap, it's a wrap. They got a new flavor, I have to try them for research purposes. So whether it's Instacart, Walmart, Amazon shipped, all of them are kind of the same. It's an annual price, usually about $100 per year, which is $2 per week. Saves me from getting in trouble. You place your order. Sometimes they have a $10 minimum, sometimes they have a $35 minimum, $25 minimum, and then they deliver it to you. But here's the key. When you're traveling, like I'm in an Airbnb in Dallas, when you're traveling, you just change the delivery address and they will bring it to you from the local store. So this has been a great hack for me when I arrive somewhere. Instead of going out to get fast food, those of us who need to cut back, I'll order some healthy snacks so I can travel light, and I'll have them delivered to my Airbnb. Last little tip for the moms, if you have the kids like my mom, we need a case of water for field day. Okay, when do you need it? Today. Order your school supplies and those types of things and have it delivered directly to the school. You can change the address at no extra charge wherever you go. So that has been a great hack for me. Vacations, camping, any of those things. People know me as the delivery lady. So, all right. Lockie says, I've never done Instacart. Are your products received to your liking? Can you give instructions like firm fruit versus soft fruit or fat on the pork chop or not? Yes, absolutely. I ordered just a few snacks, some coffee filters. Let's see, any produce, some deli meat, but you absolutely can. We're coming to the dining, y'all. There is how do you say, like a text box where you can type in instructions. So you can give them instructions and you can even, like if you want this brand of water, you can take a picture of it and send it to them and they can take pictures of you. We don't have that brand, but this is what's on the shelf. I love it. It's not sponsored, but I think if you go to my teachable moments with Maggie.com, if you scroll down, I have like a cheat sheet and I think there's some coupon codes there where you all can try Instacart. Gina says, I love it. Okay, back to class, everyone. I just love learning and I love sharing with y'all. So thank you for indulging me. Okay, where are we? Dining Masterclass, right? All right, so let's go to Neiman Marcus. Lucky says, thank you. You are so welcome. Happy to be helpful. All right, so let's take a look at the pictures, class. All right, that is the header. So I'm just going to scroll through here. I'm going to stop at the first one. So we had the table set up for our private class. So one faux pas, you all, whenever you come to an event and it's set up, what you don't want to do is just belly up, plop down, and say, this is where I want to sit. This is not church. You do not have reserved seatings. Just here's the key. I'm not going to go too far in the weeds. I'll save that for the class. Ask the host or wait for the host to lead. Sometimes there may be an announcement, a prayer, a toast. Sometimes they have assigned seating. You just don't know. So you want to make sure that you respect the wishes of whoever has invited you, and you wait to be told where to sit, or you can ask. And if it's open seating and they say sit anywhere, then you can. Hello, Gillis is here. The other thing is the dining table should only have items for dining. No phones, no keys, no purses, no umbrellas, none of that stuff. It's unsanitary and it just kind of clutters the table. If you look at this beautiful setting, I just think like if I could have this in my house all the time, I would. Hello, Barbara. But those are 2 tips for you all, okay? So wait to be seated and then keep your items either behind you in the chair or just travel light in your lap. All right, so let me go back up. I'll just kind of scroll through. I do want to talk a little bit about flowers. I love flowers. Here's another little tip. We have escaped the rat race here. I got some former students in the chat and current students in the chat. You know who you are. If you're hosting, holidays are coming up. I'm just getting props from the Airbnb. If you're going to be doing any type of dining, young ladies, maybe you're having, your husband's boss over, if they still do that, I don't know, or you're entertaining. Your centerpieces should be low enough or high enough that you can maintain eye contact. So something small on the table that doesn't impact line of sight. Or, sometimes at weddings they have those tall like cylinders and then the flowers are up here. What you don't want to have are centerpieces that people are having to do this kind of thing. All right. So be mindful when it comes to the decorations, little things like that. You want to make sure it's a good dining experience. So I'm letting you all see the professional photography, the menu. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but usually there is a set menu and you want to try to adhere to that. Now, a good host will ask in advance, are there any dietary restrictions? That is your time to say, yes, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. A good host will also usually have like a vegetarian option or, those types of things. But if you don't find anything on the menu, what you don't want to do is make a big fuss. I can't eat that. No, we don't want to do that. That's not elegant. You want to quietly get the host's attention. Maybe go over to her and say, I can't eat what's on the menu. Do you have a salad or a fruit plate or something like that? Just don't draw a lot of attention to yourself. And try, if it's just a preference, just go with it. If it's really something that could make you sick, definitely let them know. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Okay, wonderful. All right, let us continue on. So I'm giving you all a sneak peek into my dining masterclass. We will do this again December 7th. So if you want to join me in Atlanta, would love to have you. This is the private dining room inside Neiman Marcus. So there's the cafe, and then this is the private room. It's nice to have a space just for us so that we can, ask questions and learn together. Okay, name cards. Hello, Belle. So good to see you here. Now, usually if it's really fancy, they may have name cards. Most of the time they won't. But if you go somewhere and it's, really upscale, they may have name cards for you. Please respect where you've been asked to sit. There's thought that's put into it for whatever reasons, especially if you're the guest. I'll tell my students later on some of the strategy behind that, but what you don't want to do is just go mixing stuff up. Try to be respectful. Be a good guest. That way you are invited back. That's very important if you want to be an elegant lady and a good guest. All right. And again, if you all have questions, feel free to ask. There's the lovely Vivian. She came all the way from London to teach us. All right, let's talk about champagne. Why don't we? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? So you all saw the glasses that the staff was bringing. I believe her name is Nyla. Beautiful. We had 2 dedicated servers. Thank you all for the hearts. So, Whitney says, great tip. I'm so glad this is helpful. Yes, thank you all. So again, I'm giving you a virtual experience of what we're going to do in person. So if you're in Atlanta or want to come to Atlanta, I'm going to start quarterly dining master classes. It'll be a 3-hour, 3-course meal. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. And I do have a coupon code for you all where you can get $50 off. The first one is going to be Saturday, December 7th in this room, the room that you're seeing at Neiman Marcus. Okay, elegant glassware and stemware. Ladies, always hold your stemware by the stem. There's a couple reasons why. Number one, manhandling it like this is just Not elegant. And then especially with champagne or chilled wine, wines or champagne are served at the temperature that they are meant to be enjoyed. So when you hold it, the warmth from your hand will warm it up and it will change the experience of the bubbles of the champagne. So you want to hold at the stem. Also, you don't want to get fingerprints all over the stemware. So hold it at the stem. That is elegant. All right. So that's the first thing. So if you go to an event and they are maybe it's a Christmas party or something, and the staff is passing around champagne. By all means, you can have champagne. What you want to do, ladies, you hold by the stem. We always take small, silent sips and you want your arm to do the movement. What you don't want to do is toss it back, okay? That is not elegant. Keep your head upright in your posture and you just want to tilt the glass, all right? So that is one tip for your champagne or your white wine. Okay, this isn't. I didn't even know that. Y'all, I'm in an Airbnb and she had like some kitcheny stuff up there. So literally, I just grabbed some props to share with y'all. But it does, y'all. Maggie with the blue glasses. That is so funny. We even have them on my little character right here. She has blue glasses. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's so funny. Okay, so giving you all some tips. So funny. Okay, so hold your stemware by the glass, small silent sips. Now, if you are going somewhere, let's say you're meeting a party and you go to the bar and you order your own drink, then you would settle your tab there and finish your drink there. You wouldn't bring your drink to the planned meal and you definitely would not add that to the tab, okay? Ah, Diane says, hi, beautiful tip. I'm looking on from Trinidad. You love it? I'm so glad this is helpful. This is a sample, what we teach in the finishing school. Lucy and I teach an 8-week finishing school twice a year. It's called the Finishing School for the Modern Woman. We're actually coming up on the dining masterclass. We teach ladies of all ages about etiquette, elegance, and femininity. And so registration is closed. We've already started now, but we will do it again after the holidays. So if you like this is just a virtual tip on the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg. Okay, let's focus. Let's get back in here. I'm so glad you all are loving this. All right, so we talked about your stemware, elegant stemware. All right, so let's talk about hors d'oeuvres, or as you may have them, hear them as canapes. And I'm sure there's a French translation. I don't know what it is, but the small bites. So if you go to an event and the staff is passing around the canapes, I'm going to show you all the proper technique. So they will be walking around with the trays of these delightful bites. And yes, you can absolutely have one. You can have more than one, but you can't have more than one at the same time. So what you want to do is you want to take one with your hand, preferably your right hand. So usually they will hand you a napkin. I know this is just a paper towel. This is what I got. But they'll give you like a little small napkin that goes in your left hand, and then you would take the canapé or the hors d'oeuvre with your right hand, and you can either put it on your napkin and walk away with it, or you can go directly from the serving tray to your mouth and just use the napkin to kind of wipe your hands. What you don't do, ladies, is pile a whole bunch of them on. What we don't do is track down the server. Those Swedish meatballs were good. Can I have some more? I may or may not be guilty of that. But you don't want to do that. You wait for them to kind of come through and they will continue to refill those. All right. So, of course, have some with your welcome drink. This is a great time to socialize. This is a great time to small talk. I'll talk about more detail of that in the finishing school, but it's an opportunity to kind of meet people. Try to keep your right hand free, either for greeting people or for the canapes. Gillis says, one drink okay to manhandle is a cognac drink. We keep that warm. Yes. I'm not a liquor drinker, but yes, there are like brandies and some of those, I think they call them dessert wine. I don't know, that you can hold them, like this, but you can even see like that just doesn't even look elegant. So no to this, no to this, no to this, yes to this. Okay, let us continue. Oh, I love this stuff, y'all. Thank you for indulging me. And again, thank you, Miss Aisha, for allowing me to share. If you all have been with me on my cooking channel from the beginning, I used to say I've always imagined myself hosting fancy dinner parties in a cocktail dress, just managing things, and there's staff and there's people and there's music, and it's just wonderful. And this is a dream come true for me. And we're going to be doing these once a quarter, and I am just so excited and so grateful. So it is my elevated, I don't know, tea party, cocktail party. I'm excited. Killa says you should carry that glass around, Maggie. You all are too funny. Let us continue. Killa is cutting up. Okay, so we talked about the hors d'oeuvres, one at a time, please, one at a time. All right, we talked about the champagne. Yes, they had some, what are these, macaroons, so I'm enjoying some of those. This is my stylist. I just have to shout out to Rhea. Doesn't she look amazing? Paper Doll Factory came out to support me, and y'all just, when you see me looking really nice, I have had help. Style is not a strength of mine. I used to dress for comfort, and Rhea has helped me get my look together. So I'm very grateful. You all can check out Paper Doll Factory, PAPIERDOLL. She does virtual consults. I've had collabs with her. You can go back on my page. She can help you get your look together. All right. Escape the rat race. I sent you a message earlier. Yes, looking gorgeous. Yes, absolutely. And that's another thing. We didn't talk about this, but ladies, respect the dress code. So if you are going somewhere, usually the invitation has a dress code, cocktail attire, black tie, you know, don't come right from the gym or in jeans and sneakers. It just kind of messes up the ambiance, and it's just not respectful. So if you don't know, ask. But yes, respect the dress code. All right. So let us continue. Shout out to Rhea. So we're greeting each other. Everybody's having a good time. We talked about canapes. Oh, you all, we're here for the food. Let me tell you what this was. So we had champagne to start, macaroons. These were, I think, truffle mushrooms in a, might have been like with chives and a cheese. I don't know if it was goat's cheese in a pastry tart. Delightful. They were warm right out of the oven, just amazing. And then this was a cantaloupe with balsamic glaze with feta cheese. And then you see how this is on a little skewer. So with the skewer, I believe, I may have to ask with this one, but since the cantaloupe is kind of moist, you don't want to pick that up with your hands because it'll get messy. You do pick up the skewer and you eat it. The canapes and hors d'oeuvres are meant to be eaten in one bite. That's why they're so small. You don't want to take a bite of it because it'll crumble all over your dress. So small bites, one bite in, chew, and swallow. Maisie says, great class today. Thank you. I'm so glad you all are loving this. I was worried since I wasn't going to be cooking for you. I wanted to give you all some teaching. So I'm glad you're loving this. Val says, just a question. I might already know the answer, but etiquette for wine refill, is there a limit? Ooh, good question. For the lushes amongst us? No, I'm kidding. So if you are, let's start with the sparkling wine or the champagne. If you were to finish the one that they brought out, then you would just go get a fresh glass. You have to know your limits. I'm kind of a one and done. So I'm not a heavy drinker. I'm not judging anybody, but I'm one and done with the meal. So you would put away the empty glass and then you would just go get a refill from the tray that they're bringing out. So you can absolutely replenish it. When you hire servers, that is their job to kind of make sure that everybody is taken care of. If they see things going low, they will replenish it. Now, when we're sitting at the table and you're actually drinking wine, again, knowing your limit. Some people can have 2 glasses of wine, some people can have more. I stick with 1. I think at max 2, because after that, people might just kind of start looking at you. Even if you tolerate your alcohol well, I would say that when you're not in mixed company. If you're with others, I would keep it to 2 with the meal. All right. So I'm so glad everybody. Tranny says, good day, Miss Maggie from New York. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. All right, let us continue on. And I'm glad you all have questions. I'm happy to teach you what I have learned. All right, so we talked about our hors d'oeuvres, we talked about our small bites, we talked about our stemware and how to properly hold it. The next one they brought out, I can't remember. Oh, I should look on the menu. But this was the chef's creation. It looks like, I don't know, and I don't want to guess, but usually with the hors d'oeuvres, the chef will just kind of create what they have on hand. If you're a true foodie, you kind of like tasting a lot of different things. I love letting a chef have full creative reign and just do anything. That might have been, I don't know, but it looks nice and crispy and cheesy, and it was good. Yes, Belle says the limit was one or two. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, escape the rat race. Great question. You can, great comment. You can also have non-alcoholic. This is absolutely true. Ladies, you never have to drink. If you are not a drinker, I have hosted events and we have people who don't drink alcohol. The staff will always have, they'll ask you first, and they will always have a substitute for you. So it could be a ginger ale or a mocktail or whatever. But absolutely, do not ever feel pressured. Even with a toast, you don't have to have champagne. Not at all. Okay, so let us continue. More hors d'oeuvres. So we are calling the meeting, the class to order. We're talking. Vivian had her slides. She went through everything. So we all got all dressed up and lovely. We're talking, we're laughing. She's welcoming us. And again, with this, ladies, follow the rules and follow the timeline of the host. Okay, when someone invites you, they have some type of program prepared, even if it's just a holiday dinner, right? You don't want to be that person that's going there looking hangry. Is it ready yet? And even if that means, ladies, that you have to eat a little something before you go, you don't want to put pressure on the host because it's a lot to put something together. So maybe you have a little protein or something that'll keep you pleasant while you're waiting for the food to be served. Okay. So let's see what was next. Next was the bread course. You like the pictures? Yes. This is Caitlin Hill Photography, my family photographer. You all know Caitlin. I've also done collabs with her. I always call her for my professional events, her and Joy. She did my maternity photo shoots when she was a budding photographer, and now the boys are 15 and 17. So our kids have grown up together. She does amazing work. KateHillPhoto.com. Gillis, if you can find it, KATE hillphoto.com if you would find that. And then Ria is Paper Doll Factory, PAPIER, doll, Paper Doll Factory. Escape the Rat Race says, did I miss the registration for December? No, you did not. Let me drop it in the link. I have it in the description, but for those of you all who are interested, if you're in Atlanta or want to come to Atlanta, there is the link. So yes, registration is open and there is a discount code for you all. I just posted this. So I would love to teach you in person. I teach, we eat. I teach, we eat. All right. Maisie says, silly question. Do you fold the napkin in your plate or in place? I'm so excited. Let's get right into that because I think the next picture was of the bread course. Okay, so now they're bringing around the bread. It's not a silly question at all, and I'm going to answer it for you. So this is Neiman Marcus's signature. This is their popover, or they probably call it English pudding in the UK, but it's a very fluffy pastry. Think of it like a croissant texture with the flaky, buttery, a little bit eggy texture. And it's like hollow on the inside. So you like break into it. It's got all, it's amazing. And then their signature, they serve it with strawberry butter. All right, so this is what they're bringing around to us next, right out of the oven, hot and fresh. So you can see we are seated. The first thing you do when you sit down is to put that napkin in your lap. So if you all remember the pictures from the beginning, the napkin was on the table. It was part of the place setting. So let's talk a little bit about napkin etiquette. I want to make sure you all know. Now I have a janky paper towel here, but I'm going to show you. Yes, the link is in the description. So napkins can be arranged on the table, folded into a rectangle or a square or a bow or anything. You want to take it from the plate and you want to put it in your lap and you want to gently unfold it in your lap. This is what you don't do. Okay, it's not a bed sheet. You don't want to draw attention to yourself. So you don't flick it up in the air next to the person you're sitting next to. You don't shake it all over the table. Take it underneath the table, unfold it gently in your lap. Now your napkin, you want to fold it. It's up to you if you want to fold it like lengthwise or if you want to fold it, I can't really do diagonal, but y'all know, triangle or square. What I like to do, keep the crease. I know this is so janky with a paper towel, but keep the crease in your lap facing you. Okay, so you all can see this part would be towards my knees and this part would be towards my belly button. So if it's in my lap like this, because when you blot or you don't wipe your mouth. That's the other thing. You don't do this. Okay, we're not doing that. Gently blot. You want to use the inside of the napkin and then you fold it back in your lap. So if I needed to blot, I would gently raise it and then back down. The reason why is you don't want to expose people around you to your food stains, your lipstick stains. That goes on the inside of the napkin, then you close it in your lap. The other thing about stains, ladies, I didn't know this, but for those of us who wear makeup, if you wear lipstick, y'all know I love a red lip. I forgot it. This is just me. Ideally, you want to try, if you're going to like a fine dining, you want to try and wear a lip that won't stain. Sometimes people do like a lip liner or the ones that don't, get onto the stemware because it does look a little bit tacky. It's not the end of the world if it happens. Another tip you're supposed to do, I didn't know this, but before you take a sip, you should take your napkin and gently blot. So if you have any like gloss or anything, it's on the napkin and not on the stemware, okay? The other thing, if you do get a lipstick stain on your stemware, that's fine. You want to continue to drink from the same spot, all right? You don't drink all around it and then there's like kissing marks all over it. That's not elegant. If you get lipstick on it, just continue to drink from the same spot. Laki says, nice info blotting from the inside. I'm so glad you all are liking this. Absolutely. Let us continue. All right. So now it's time for our bread course. We're enjoying our hot buttered breads. I'll give you all a little bit of bread etiquette. They're taking our menu now. And I'll teach more of this in detail for the students and in person if y'all want to come to the class. The bread plate is on the left. What you don't do is you don't pick up the whole loaf and take a bite and yank it from your mouth. That is not elegant. You also don't open it like a sandwich, slather it with butter, close it. That is not elegant. What you do is you take the loaf and over the bread plate, you would tear off a bite-sized piece. Ideally in fine dining, you don't want to be pulling any food away from your mouth. So that's why you want to try and make sure that pieces are small enough to go in and come back with a clean hand. So think of the size of the hors d'oeuvres, right? You don't want to have too much of a bite where you have to pull food away, and you don't want to have too much in your mouth. So small bites, ladies. This is another reason why if you're a fast eater or you get hungry, maybe eat a little something before you get there so you can enjoy the dining experience, okay? It's not just about the food. So you tear a little bit of bread off, and then we each had our own individual butter dishes. So you saw that they were serving us our own strawberry butter. So everybody had their own. So you can absolutely double dip. From here, you take a little bit of butter on the corner of bread and pop it into your mouth. If it were a shared butter dish, no double dipping, you would take your butter knife, go to the shared container, take some and put it on your plate and butter from your plate. All right, everybody. So now we're ready for our orders to be taken. So the staff is coming around and they are taking our orders. So everybody, we had 2 or 3 different options for people to choose from to make sure everybody's tastes were covered. Vivian is teaching us. So you can see right there how she's showing us. I'm going to do the exact same thing for you all. So you see the big loaf of bread right here, and she's showing us how to tear off a small little bite-sized piece. You butter just that piece, and then you go to your mouth with the small piece, okay? And you can continue to eat on it as you go. So she's teaching us about the stemware, about the napkins. The consomme has come. I'll skip this. This is a delightful beverage that they have. There's a whole tea etiquette. I'll just keep going for now. So we're mingling, we're talking, we're enjoying. Vivian is teaching us. We're having our, you know what, I will tell you a little something about tea and the consomme. Thank you. Hello, Diane from Connecticut. Jessica is here. Thank you. This is my stylist, Ria from Paper Doll Factory. Y'all, she's amazing. The one in the green dress. She looks stunning all the time. When you see me looking nice, it's because of her, all right? Lucky has a question. When the bread's outer is crunchy and crusty particles get on the tablecloth, is it okay to swipe the crumbs off the tablecloth? I love this question. Funnily enough, you should leave it. Here's why. Bread is supposed to be crusty and flaky, and it is okay because bread is a finger food. You don't want to be doing that for a couple of reasons. I didn't know this, you all, but I learned that actually in France, or if you go to a proper French restaurant, they don't even have a bread plate. They just put the bread on the tablecloth because you're supposed to eat it right there off of the tablecloth. And the napkin, the history of the napkin is it's an extension of the tablecloth. That's why it should match white with white, black with black, or that type of thing, usually white. So if you make a little mess, especially when you're fine dining, I know we want to help. We want to gather the dishes together and hand them to the server, but it's actually poor etiquette because what it says is you're not moving fast enough, so let me help you. So if you're in an environment and you have good service, they should be kind of scanning around to see. And before you all have probably been to restaurants where when they change to the next course, they will use the little crumb snatcher thing to get the bread. Allow the staff to do it. You are there to have a dining experience. You don't have to lift a finger. If you come to my class, you don't have to lift a finger. But that's a wonderful question. All right, let us continue on. All right, so we're taking our orders, we're asking questions. Now we are going into the salad. So we've had our orders, we've had our champagne, we've had our bread course. Starters, this was a spring mix pear salad. Okay, yeah, so these are sliced pears, and you all know the fall flavors. We've got some tomato there. I think this is goat's cheese. We've got some walnuts, just a nice crunchy salad with a nice glaze on it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Lockie says, okay, absolutely. Yeah, Caitlin Hill Photography. I'm sorry. It is Caitlin Hill Photography. Thank you, Phyllis. I love my moderators. You all are amazing. Thank you. That's my photographer. The Kate Hill photo are the pictures you're looking at. All right, so with a salad, I have some props here. I did bring a few dishes, so I'm going to show you all virtually. And you know, when you sit down, we'll talk about this in more detail in person, but everything on the table, is there for a purpose, and it's in a certain position for a purpose. So if you come to the class, I'll give you all of the details. But ideally, focus. Okay, so we didn't have soup. When I have soup, if you all want me to do another one, I'll tell you how to properly eat soup. But let's say we have a salad on our plate here. With your cutlery, first of all, you want to keep, y'all can't really see, but you want to keep your wrists at the table. What you don't want to do, arms up like this, okay? You don't want to do that. And for historical reasons, I'll say, you don't want to have, there's two different schools of thought. I do like having my hands underneath the table, especially if I'm not eating anything. I think it's more elegant that way. But some of the history that I've learned, you all, is like back in the royal times, the whole reason why men salute or we shake hands is to basically say, I am unarmed. So you're baring your hands. Whenever I wave at you all, hi, I'm Maggie, it's a signal to the brain that this person is friend and not foe. So there are still some countries and there's still some places where if people can't see your hands, they may get a little suspicious. So if you're ever eating with dignitaries, you'll want to keep your wrists at the table. So you have your arms kind of tucked in and my wrists are just at the table. And then your fork and knife, your knife, if you're eating European style, your knife is always in the right, your fork is always in the left. So you want to hold them with the bottom of it in your palm, like in this part of your hand, and then your index finger is on the neck. All right, so down on the plate, you use your fork to pierce the food, pierce it to hold it in place, and then the knife is a shovel. So you kind of shovel the food onto the fork and you build the bite and then you go up to the mouth. The fork stays in the left hand if you're eating European or continental style. American style, we put the knife down, we transfer, they call it crisscross, okay? We'll do all of that in person, but For the salad, thank you, Gillis. For the salad, um, I've heard you're not supposed to cut salad. Okay, so you're not supposed to go in there like that and cut salad. You would pierce it, and then if it's a long leaf, just kind of fold it over and pierce it so you get the bite. All right. Patsy says tea bags are made from the dust of the leaves. I learned this in my tea class at Miraval. I didn't know that. Thank you. And Escape the Rat Race says it looks wonderful. I cannot wait to do this again with you all. We're going to have quarterly dining master classes at Neiman Marcus. I already have their permission and I'm so grateful for the partnership. All right, so there's our pear salad. Or if you wanted, this was a crab cake, and it's kind of hard to see, but this was a crab cake, and then it had the, I don't know if it's a horseradish or remoulade or tartar sauce underneath with some diced tomato and a wonderful flaky crab cake. So you see they're bringing out the food for us. You see that the restaurant manager, Mr. Steven, is refilling the wine. We're in our private room. So this is what we'll be doing. I teach, you eat. I teach, you eat. So they have white wine, they have red wine, they have champagne. We'll go through all of the different wines. Some of you all are sommeliers. You can pair. I don't know. I'll learn and we'll learn together. Hello, Christina's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Let us continue on. So we're enjoying our wine with our salad. You see they have red or they have white. So you just let them know what you would prefer and they will refill for you. So, and also the proper, oh, there's Vivian. There's a great example. So she's showing us with the fork. So you all see the, I'm sorry, with the salad. So you all see she's using the fork on the left and the tines are always facing down. So you kind of spear or stab the food with that. And then you use the knife to secure it onto the fork. So that's exactly what I was trying to show you all. All right. So we talked about how to eat. We talked about one thing I do want to tell you all. Someone asked about wine, and I'm not a wine snob or sommelier connoisseur, but a full pour is actually to the widest part of the glass. Okay, so wine is not going to come all the way up here. A full pour is going to be kind of halfway here, so that there's swirling and aromas and all this stuff that I don't know, but that is a full pour. So they'll kind of pour it to that level. And then also, you know, we could talk about this in the class. The different wine glasses have different purposes. So the flute, the wine flute, it's small and thin like that because champagne and sparkling wine has bubbles. And you all know if you open up a 2 liter of Coke, how it goes flat so quickly because when you expose it to the air, the bubbles escape. So if you were to put champagne in a wine glass like this, it would go flat more quickly. That's why it's in the champagne flute. All right, let us continue. All right, so there is our salad. We're talking, we're learning, we're practicing, we're having a wonderful time. We're engaging. Vivian is teaching us. I'll teach you all of this about cutlery positioning. I already told you all how to blot with the napkin. She's showing hers in the diagonal shape, diagonal or square. You blot quietly and then back down to your lap. All right. So she's showing us the different stemware, white wine, red wine, champagne flutes. We're learning, we're taking it all in. She's showing us how to hold it properly and securely, and we're practicing here. I'm going to do the same thing for you all so you all will learn how to dine elegantly, right? So our napkins are in our lap. We are enjoying our food. She's showing us what I taught you all about how to take an elegant sip. Okay, we're not tossing our head back. Keep your head still. Keep your posture straight, and turn and tilt the glass, not your head. Now we're moving on to white wine. So we're learning about wine, pairings, all the stuff she's teaching us. It's just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. The staff is taking great care of us. Now it's time for the main course. Patsy says this class sounds fun. I'm so glad, you all. So again, I wanted to teach you all something, even though I'm not in the kitchen. I'm giving you a little virtual dining masterclass from my Airbnb in Texas. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. I love food and femininity content, and I am starting quarterly dining masterclasses at this restaurant, Neiman Marcus in Atlanta. I have an agreement with the restaurant manager and the executive chef. Our first is going to be Saturday, December 7th. And then I also have an add-on option if you want to do a spa day with us afterwards. You can have a whole day. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com and there's a coupon code. Lady C says, "You're loving this dining class. You're learning so much. I'm so glad y'all are enjoying it. Oh my God. Oh, the link takes you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. I need to update my link. Okay. Huh. When I click on it, I'm just going to drop it in here one more time. But let me see. This is where we're supposed to go. So this is the class that I'm going to be teaching 12/7, and everything that you all are going to get. So if the link isn't working for you, killers, I'm going to drop it in the chat. If someone else wants to click on this link, just let me know if it takes you to the right place. If not, I will fix it. I just got this set up so you haven't missed anything. Let us continue on. It goes to the regular. Okay. All right. Thank you. I need to fix that. I'm so sorry. I'll get it fixed right after this class. Teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. All right. All right. So let's go back to our photos. So we had a Parmesan crusted chicken. This is over asparagus with tomatoes and capers. So this was the chicken dish. You can see here, this plating is beautiful. And one of the questions that I had, can you separate the food when they serve it to you? And honestly, the answer is no. I know there are some amongst us that don't like our food to touch. However, when the chef prepares the food, they assemble it in a way for you to get the ideal bite. So you would want to cut down into it a little bit of the chicken, a little bit of the tomato, a little bit of the asparagus, and assemble it. Kevin says that's okay. Oh, yes. It should be at the top of the link tree, the very first one. And Christina's saying, yum. So, yes, you want to assemble everything for the ideal bite. And so this wouldn't be something that you separate. Now, of course, if you don't eat something, that's fine. But you all like the plate. So this was the chicken option. And we're going to have something different every time. Unless you all who are coming want the same thing. I'm going to allow the chef to have creative freedom. All right. So we're having our chicken dish. Caitlin is taking pictures. She never takes pictures of us with food in our mouth. If you're vegetarian or vegan, they can do like a different plate. This is the grain bowl. I think this is quinoa with squash, spinach, avocado, asparagus, and I don't know if that's roasted red pepper or salmon and some miso dressing. So we're going to talk about individual plating. We're going to talk about like family style, shared, like when you need to pass food, what's the proper way to do it. We're going to talk about the salt and pepper. We're going to cover everything in person. All right. Escape the Rat Race says, do they stay away from pork? I don't know if you're talking about Neiman Marcus. I'm sure because it's our class, we can put whatever we want on the menu or whatever we don't want off of the menu. Okay. Thank you, Killis. Thank you for letting me know. I will fix it. Okay. Killis says, I'm dreaming I'm eating like this every day. Is there anything better than food on this planet? I know. Delicious, right? Y'all, the food was excellent. And then just the ambiance and having such a great time together. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. Okay. So we're talking, we're asking questions, we're learning, we're connecting, we're just having a wonderful time. I will be doing this for you all on Saturday, December 7th, so you have plenty of time. And then it was time for dessert. So our third course, our final, almost final course, we have had our welcome drink, our champagne, we've had our hors d'oeuvres, we've had our salad, we've had our main course. And this was a chocolate mousse with raspberries and macaroons and a coconut cake with fresh fruit, which was divine. Oh my goodness. Team sweet. Yes, yes, yes. It was elegant. It was delightful. The cake was moist. It was coconut flavor, but not overly coconut. You know how sometimes like maybe you like German chocolate, but the ones that are heavily coconut with the coconut shaving, this wasn't that. This was like a vanilla buttercream cake with like a hint of coconut essence. Y'all, I was in heaven. I was just in heaven. I'm so excited to go back. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Okay, so we are going to learn how to properly eat desserts, yes, because they're going to change the cutlery with each course. And we're going to talk about how you know the difference, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously. The big spoon is your tablespoon. If it has the big bowl, then it's a soup spoon. The small spoon, the teaspoon, will be either for your tea or for your dessert. We will practice using the proper cutlery for your cakes, for your mousse, so you know exactly how to eat everything. You love a coconut cake? Y'all, this one was excellent. They have coconut cake, they have carrot cake. They basically have whatever you want. I'm so grateful. The chef will put together whatever menu we like, and they'll work with us. He'll suggest some things and customize it just for us. So you won't just be eating what's on the regular Neiman Marcus menu, although they have amazing things there. All right, so we have our dessert course. This is the executive chef. He came out to talk to us. Chef, I think it's Donnelly. He came out to show us. We were excited. He was walking us through everything. It's just a wonderful environment to have access to who has prepared your food. Thank him, ask questions. He can tell us his inspiration, why he paired things together. It was just an amazing, amazing experience. So the chef came out. We had access to him, and then we were served. Everybody got their dessert so we could taste it and try it. It was just exquisite. I know, I wish I eat like that every day. And then lastly, I don't know if you all are after dinner coffee or after dinner tea, but we had both. Christina's having an after dinner red wine. We had red wine, pardon me. We had champagne to start, red wine or white wine with the meal, um, and of course, non-alcoholic beverages, so you don't have to drink wine, and then tea and coffee service after. So I'm going to teach you all the proper etiquette for how to hold. This is a mug. This is just here, but how to properly hold the difference between a coffee cup and a teacup, how to hold it. We do not do pinkies up, contrary to popular belief. You actually want to hold it, and a teacup is smaller, and keep your fingers kind of tucked in to support the glass. And then another thing, when you take a sip, you look into the glass. I'm sorry, the cup. This is what you don't do. All right. So look into the glass. We don't want to be creepy staring around at people. So they brought us whether we wanted tea or whether we wanted coffee. Um, they brought that out for us. We all had our individual teapots. Some of the ladies in the finishing school know about this. Of course, Vivian is from London, so she wanted tea. I wanted coffee, but they will bring you whatever you want. And then we enjoyed having our final course with our tea or coffee. And yes, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I had an amazing time. Cannot wait to take you all back. Yes, Vivian had a wardrobe change. There is Stephen, the general manager who worked with me to make a magnificent event, and then Vivian gave us all some luxury goodie bags. Of course, I will have gift bags for all of you all. So it was just wonderful, an amazing event. And there's Ria, my stylist. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. Since the website didn't come up, I'm actually going to show it to you all since I have my links messed up, but I will fix it for you. And I will update in my link tree. So if you're watching this on the replay, hopefully go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. As soon as this live stream has ended, I will fix the link. So let me show it to you all what I want to do. Linda says hello from Milwaukee. Hello, my dear. Escape the Rat Race says, if you use special sweeteners like stevia, is it inappropriate to bring those little packs to a dinner? I wouldn't, because they provide them. Now, it depends on where you're going. Let me see. Am I sharing my screen? Let me go back. I know some of us travel with tea bags, and that's fine if you go someplace like, a little shop and they don't have the teas that you want. My mom does it too. It's not the most elegant. So what you would do is you would ask them to provide the sweeteners that you use. So I'm also sugar-free. You all know I do stevia, Splenda. I'm trying to see if we have it on the table. But when they served us our coffee and tea, they actually brought the sweeteners with them in the little dish. You all know what I'm talking about. I guess we don't have a picture of it, but I probably wouldn't grab something from my purse. The other reason why, ladies, is because it kind of signifies that their service is not up to par. So you have to kind of take things into your own hands. So just like clearing the plates and clearing the bread plates, when you're finished, you don't, do any of that. You just kind of make eye contact because they'll be scanning the room. Allow them to come pick it up. If you do need anything, if you want honey in your tea and they don't have honey, you just quietly get their attention. And when they come over, you kind of lean in and just tell them quietly. What you don't want to do is make a big scene. I don't drink sugar. Who eats sugar? You don't want to do that. Excuse me, do you have any stevia? I would at least ask first and then allow the restaurant to provide it. And if they don't, if you have some in your bag and you want to discreetly get it, that's fine. Melissa says, "Hi, Miss Maggie. How do you get your cookbook in color? If my moderators can find the cookbook link, hopefully that's actually working. TeachableMomentsWithMaggie.com. It's a digital download. It's got the recipes, it's got pictures, and it's got a video of me making it. If you want it printed out and for me to sign it, just let me know and I'll print it out and ship it to you." Diane says, "This was really interesting." I'm so glad. All right, so I'm going to show you all and then we will wrap up because I like to keep these at an hour. So I'm going to share this tab. When I get the links corrected, I've built the website. So this is where it should take you, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, .teachable.com, Maggie Class. So I'll just check the link. So we are going to be back in the room. We're going to practice everything I shared with you. Learn how to dine like a lady. This is an opportunity for you to fully immerse yourself with like-minded, elegant women. This event starts off with a 3-course meal in the private dining room at Neiman Marcus, which will also be the setting for a very special dining etiquette masterclass. You will then have the opportunity to indulge in your choice of treatments at a private spa, which includes table massage, hot stone treatment, a luxurious champagne and strawberry facial to replenish and reinvigorate that youthful glow. Included in this package are refreshments, a wonderfully curated gift bag, photo opportunities, and a chance to network with excellent women. Don't miss out on this day to remember. Tickets are limited. I don't think I told you. Melissa says you would like that. I have a penthouse. I have a deluxe apartment in the sky. I have my glam squad coming. So we're going to be at Neiman Marcus from 12 to 4, 3 hours of class and then networking. And then it's optional. I'll show you all the 2 options. It's optional if you want to add on the spa day. I booked a penthouse close to Neiman Marcus. We're going to go up to the 19th floor and I'm going to turn each bedroom into a treatment room. So my massage therapist is going to be in one room. My esthetician doing facials is going to be in another room. My nail tech is going to be there in another room. And somewhere else, nail, facial, hair, massage, all of that. And then I'll order snacks and everything. I'm going to have robes and slippers for you all. I'm telling you, like, I love this stuff. Tell me you're a boy mom without telling me you're a boy mom. I need my girl time. All right, so I hadn't even shared that with you all, but that is an option. So let me show you all what you will do when I get my links together. So you will come here. Here's the agenda. So we'll start at 12, champagne and hors d'oeuvres. You all saw that. We'll have the 3-course masterclass. Then we'll take pictures. You all can network and exchange information. And then if you're leaving us, then you'll get your parting gifts. If you want to continue on, we'll go to the spa. At the spa, you'll have more refreshments and welcome gifts, your robe and slippers that are yours to keep, your custom spa treatments, and then a luxury goodie bag to end the evening. All right. So I wanted to make this very affordable. So it is $250 for the dining class. This is just the master class, everything that you all saw, from the champagne to the hors d'oeuvres to everything, the private room, the 3-course meal, starter, main, dessert, coffee, tea, and wine. All right, so that's $250, and I have a discount code for you, Maggie. For $200 more, if you want to add on the spa, you can choose 2 treatments. I'll have a spa menu for you. It'll be $450. This is only if you want to do the class and the spa. So this is going to be on Saturday, December 7th. Obviously, I can't take everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now, and I'm going to go and make sure that link is working at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. And yes, Christina, Patsy says, I have 2 sons, I'm retired. Yes, we had a wonderful time and we're going to do it again. So that's all I have for you all today. Hopefully you learned something. One last thing I wanted to show you all. I went through all of the props. One last thing with drinks. Ladies, drink out of a glass. My wonderful Airbnb host had a water bottle for me. This is not elegant. Okay, we're not at a baseball game. If you're at a baseball game and they give you a beer, that's fine. Pour it into a glass, ladies. All right, get a glass from the dollar store. You can practice this at home for free. Pour your water into a glass, and same thing with the stemware. You don't want to manhandle it, all right? Not like this, not like this. Fingers together, hold it from the bottom, small silent sips, much more elegant. Didn't cost you anything. So if you like this type of teaching, I will teach you in person Saturday, December 7th. Thank you, Gillis. The napkin placement, yes, I'm going to teach y'all everything. Okay, so I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to fix the link, and then I'm going to go to, I'm having an event somewhere here in Dallas with a chef. So I'll be taking pictures and video, and then I will do a recap. I'll give you all a video of my Airbnb, all the stuff that I love to share with you all. So good night. Linda says good night. Thank you, Maggie. It's been a while, my dear. She says very informative and good reminders. Good night, everyone. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, Miss Aisha, as always, for allowing me to share. And I will see you all tomorrow. I have another collab for you. All right. You're welcome, everyone. Good night.